Alrighty, g'day there everyone. Daniel Anderson here. Now we are going live, bit of an ad hoc live broadcast here. So I'll just wait a couple of minutes, maybe a minute or so. We'll see if anybody joins me live. Not expecting anybody to. We are live on LinkedIn and on YouTube as well. So if you are watching the replay to this, hit the bell icon in LinkedIn so you get notified of any new live streams. And also over on the YouTube channel, hit the bell icon there too so you can subscribe and get notifications when we do go live and do these type of sessions. So we had a session earlier where we walk through the new file request feature in SharePoint Online. So we've had it for a while inside of OneDrive for Business, and we walked through in an earlier session how to set things up inside of SharePoint. So we can create a folder in SharePoint, and then we can create that folder and request files for people to upload into that folder. Now, one of the questions that came about, not just from that video, but from previous content also is, that's well and good, but how do we get notified when somebody actually uploads a file into that folder, rather than us having to go and check periodically to check to see if anything's been uploaded? So what we're going to do in this session, and this will be distributed to subscribers. It is being recorded, but you can replay this obviously if you're not watching live. It will be distributed to subscribers of the Microsoft 365 Daily Boost that I do send out every day to subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, head over to modernworkcollective.io, pop your email address in there, and you do get access to all of these recordings as well. So let's have a look at how we set up or create a Power Automate flow that will alert us or notify us when a new file has been uploaded to any given folder. So what we can see here is we've got our SharePoint team site. We've got a folder inside of this SharePoint team site. Now, I will, for those people watching live, there's a few people coming on board now. Comments are open, so if you want to jump in and comment, then you are more than welcome to do so. We've got our site set up. We've got a document library. We've got all our prereqs done. We've got a folder in there called File Requests. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to select this folder. I am then going to go to Request Files. So let's call this Applications. So we'll call this Applications. We'll go Next, and then we will select a person, and we'll send this link out to somebody. All right, so let me just click inside of here. We should have this one. Let's just use this account like so, and we will hit send. So that person now, I'll open up the email inbox of that person. They'll get a notification to say that Megan, in this case, is requesting a file. So let's just jump into Gmail, and there is the email that comes through. So just to recap, this is the email that comes through. The user clicks on Upload Files and then can select a file, and then also fills out the first name and last name of a particular or whoever that person is. So I will select a file, and I will put my name in like this, and then we will upload this file. Now, we don't get notified of this file being uploaded. All right, so that's now been uploaded. We've then got to actually go into this folder and then see that that file has been uploaded. All right, so there's the file being prefixed with the first name and surname of the person that's uploading it and the file name. So what we want to do is build out a little workflow to notify us. All right, so I'm going to jump into Power Automate, and I'm going to create a new flow. Now, there's actually a template, and as we know, there are stacks of different templates that give you a good starting point for creating these type of workflows. Now, one of those templates is, let's search and let's go post adaptive card to Teams. And I think it's when a file is created or something along those lines. So let's have a search for that. Perfect. That's what it is. Post an adaptive card to Teams when a new file is created in a SharePoint folder. Exactly what we want to do. So we want to monitor that folder for new files that are uploaded, and then we want to post a message to Teams. Okay. So here we're setting up the connections, tick, 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 and we'll continue. Builds out the flow for us, but we need to make a few little adjustments here. All right, so we're just going to build on this. So here's the trigger when a file is created in a folder. Let's set the address. All right, so it is the RFQ site. It is that particular folder. So we're going to go to shared documents, and we will then go to file requests, and we're good to go there. We've already got a basic adaptive card JSON that has already been embedded into the message box here. We're going to leave all of that the same. You can customize this if you want to as well, or you can go off to the designer gallery and create your own adaptive card if you want to. But this is basically all we want to do. But you can see here we've got a button here that is actually pointing to Microsoft. So what we want to do is we want to change that. We want to insert a link to the file, right? But rather than the path, because what sometimes happens is when you put a path in, it opens up and it wants to download the file and open it up in the client. So I'm going to do something, and there will be a better way to do this, but I'm just going to show you there is a better way to do this, but I just want to show you another action so that we're building on some concepts here. So just to let you know that you can do other things here too. So we're going to add an action under when a file is created. First thing we are going to get is we're going to get the file properties. All right, so let's go get file. We might get file. We'll select the SharePoint connector, and we can see that we've got lots of different options here. So I'm just going to type in get, and then let's have a look at what we're going to do here. So we're going to get the not get file contents. We are going to get the file metadata. So if we do this, get file metadata using path. Okay, so we'll use this. We'll pass in the site address, and then we will grab the file path. So we're going to use the content from the trigger above. So we will get the file path like this, and then we're good to go. Now, what we're also going to do is we're going to add an action, and we're going to create a sharing link, because I want to use this sharing link so that it makes sure that it opens up in the browser. So create a sharing link for a file or a folder. Again, another action here that you may or may not have known about. That is something that you might have in an action of one of your Power Automate flows. So we're going to choose the library. We're going to choose the item ID. So we're using that from the get file metadata using the path. So from the action above. So we'll use the item ID in here. Now this is where we can get to choose the link type. So view only or view and edit. All right. So I'll choose view only in this case, and then we can choose the link scope. So we've got two scopes that we can choose from. Anyone with the link, including anonymous, we don't want that, but we want people in our organization. Again, we've got a little option here where we can have a link expiration as well. And then we want to use the output of this action, and we want to use that in the button down here. So in the URL. So we're going to substitute this. We'll grab this out. We'll pop in the actual sharing link, which is like so. And we need to choose a team and a channel to post this to. So let's choose the SOC team, and we will choose the general channel. All right, so we'll save that off, and we'll give this a test. All right, so that's saving. We're good to go. We'll pop this in test mode. We'll manually test this. Okay. And I'll jump back over to the external user here, because we're going to upload some more files. So we can see here, I've just clicked on upload more files, and I can hit the plus button, and then we're going to be able to upload some more files. So I'll grab I'll use an Excel spreadsheet in this instance, and upload. All right, so we're uploading. But this time what we should see is that when that file has been uploaded, the trigger or this Power Automate flow will then kick off, and we'll be notified via Teams, via an adaptive card, that this is actually going to or there'll be a new file that's been added. So let's just have a look, and we'll jump back into here. So we have seen that that's actually been added, and let's just have a look at this run history here. What is going on? Let's test this out. It doesn't seem to be wanting to trigger. So let's just jump back into here. We'll go back into edit mode. And we'll give this, pop this into test. Let's go manual. We'll just give this a test here. Let's go and drag and drop a file into this folder. Let's jump in this one here, and let's just make sure that this is actually working. We're good. We're in test mode. Now, documents. What's happening here? Let's go back. Don't you love these live demos? All right, so let's edit this. Let's just make sure and check all these paths, make sure we're good to go. All right, so when a file is created in a folder, that is correct. That is correct. Yes. Now, for some reason, that's not triggering. So let's set this up again, shall we? So we'll jump back into documents. We've got file requests. Let me get rid of all of these. And we are good. Let's jump back to Power Automate, and I'm going to give this one more go. If not, I did test this out before. So let's just check to see what's happening here. So pop back into test mode. Let's manually trigger this. So let's add a file to file requests. Just grab a file, pop it across to here. Uploading, edit. And it doesn't like it. I'm not sure why. So what we're going to do, let's delete this. Let's delete this folder like so. And let me create a new folder. Let's go for applications. We'll click on create. We'll test this out. So let's just, first of all, without sharing, let's create a new flow, and we'll go post card when a new file is created. So I've got the name of the template here. We'll choose this one. Let's continue on, and we shall have a look at this. All right, so let's just have a look at the connections. We're good. Let's choose our site, which is RFQ. Folder ID, let's do this again. So we'll choose shared documents, and then we've got applications. So that is good to go. Let's choose our team. This time, let's choose sales and marketing, and let's choose a different channel, the general channel. We'll leave everything the same. Now, what we might do is just test it like that to start with. So let's just hit save. And we'll wait to save. We'll go into applications, and then I'll just drag and drop a file across into that folder. And let's have a look. So we'll jump back over here. Got it. all runs. My tenant is not playing nicely for me, so that is just brilliant. All right, edit. Let's try this again. Tests. We'll go test. We'll go manual. We'll test. So we should be in test mode. And let's drag a file over here. We are uploading. We're running. It's tested and it's done successfully. That's what we like to see. And here is the post, right? So we've got an adaptive card that's been posted, sales and marketing, general channel. There it is there, responding to customers, PPTX, okay? But what we want to do is change that link, all right? So I'm going to jump back into Power Automate. We're going to edit this flow again. We're going to, first of all, we need to get the metadata, okay? So we're going to choose the SharePoint connector. And we will get file, let's just narrow this down. We'll go get, won't get the file properties. We'll get the file metadata using path, passing the site address again, like this, and then we'll go the folder path, which we will get from the above trigger. So we'll get to, actually, that's the wrong one. That's the folder metadata. We don't want the folder metadata. We want the file metadata. So add, let's try this again. And we'll go SharePoint and we'll click SharePoint. We'll go get. We want get file, not properties, get folder, get file metadata using path. That's the one we want. We'll pass in the site. We'll pass in the path from above, which is this one here. Then we're going to create, and I just wanted to introduce you to this action. So we're going to create a sharing link. So we created one before. So create a sharing link for a file or folder. So we can dynamically do this via Power Automate, which is fantastic. So again, we need to pass in the site. We need to go to the library, which is documents. Item ID, we'll grab that from the action above. The link type, again, we're going to choose just view only. The link scope, let's just choose people in your organization, okay? And then we'll edit this adaptive card. So down here in the URL, so that button that we saw in the adaptive card inside of Teams, we want to pass in the sharing link like this, and we will save. And now what should happen, what we might do is let's just test and go automatically with a recently used trigger. We've got one running. Let's go succeeded. Let's choose this one. And it's off to the races. We will look at that. There it has. It's just come through. Let's click view file. And you can see that when we click that button, it's going to open up that file inside of the browser. Okay, so that's using that sharing link. So again, that that is a full path to that sharing link and to that file, so we can open it. So now what we might do is, just to finish off, I'm just going to, and we've got no comments coming through, so I'm just going to continue. And if you are watching live, I can see a few people on board there live. You can jump into the comments if you'd like as well, and I can get to those if we have time, but I want to wrap this up pretty quickly. So what we're going to do, select the folder. We're going to request files like this. Let's go applications, and let's send this out via this method, so via email. We'll click send. I'll open up the Gmail of that particular person, and I'll wait for that to come in. And we will, there it has, it's coming over on this side. So just for those of you that are just jumping in, this is the email that gets sent to people, so we can upload files directly. It's anonymous, right? So a user can jump in. He doesn't have to have an account or anything like that. so we can select files. There's the request that we're doing. And then what we can do is go new user guide. We'll just pop that in here. We'll go my name. And that will then upload that document into that folder. Uploading, 100% done. And now if we jump into this location here, I'll go into the folder. We'll see that refresh. A few seconds ago, there's the Word document. Let's just see what happens here. Let's go to the run history. And we'll jump back into here. And this isn't running for some reason. So it's going to, look, this might take a little bit of time for it to jump in. So we'll wait for it to trigger off. And we should be good to go. All right, jump back into general. There it is here. So here is that new file that was uploaded from the external user. It has now landed in Teams as a message. And when I click on view file, what we should have is that file opened up in the browser. Okay, so that's just expanding a little bit on the get files or request files feature of SharePoint. It's obviously been around inside of OneDrive for a little while now. Done a little bit of content around this already. It is sparking some great interest, and there's a lot of use cases for this particular feature inside of SharePoint. But a question I did have was, or that did come my way, was that how do we get notified? So that's what the idea about this session was, just to build out a nice little flow that posts an adaptive card into a Teams channel, just to alert people that a new file has been added, also with the link to that particular file. So we're going to leave it there. Thanks everyone for jumping on that live stream. It was just an ad hoc thing that I thought I'd pop up there, use it in conjunction with a recording as well. This will go out and the replay will go out. It does get uploaded into my membership area and all the subscribers. So if you head to modernworkcollective.io and pop your email address in there, this will be sent out also as an email with a link to the recorded video inside that membership hub. So thanks everyone for joining. I'm going to end the broadcast there. Make sure you do, if you're not following on LinkedIn or YouTube, hit the bell icon in both places. Then you'll get alerted to these sort of ad hoc things as well. If I do go live, I will be trying to do this type of thing, hopefully at least once a week. So jump in, engage, comment, and then I'll see you next time. Thanks.